Oh my God, it's so horrible and it's happening right now. Hi, everybody. Holy shit. Hi, guys. It's Christina. I'm holding my phone. It's Vox and Guest, dogs and cats living together. This is a giant mess. We had to just rebuild the rebuild of everything just now. And it keeps saying my mic is muted, but you can hear me, right? Yes, good, great. Hi. It's weird. Hold on. My fucking volume keeps turning up. Like it will not turn down. So I keep hearing myself twice. Everything's fine. Hi, it's Monday night, I think. It's Christina. That I'm pretty sure of. I definitely know it's Vox and Guest. It's a live show, as you can probably tell. I'm going to bring people on screen because it can only get better if I do that. We have such a great panel tonight, and none of them have ever been here before. Look at all the men. The men. Are you hearing me doubled too, honey, or is it just me? No, you're not?
No.
All right, good. That's good. I get to hear myself twice and you twice, and everything's fine. Yeah, every time I turn my thing down, it goes away. Guys, look who's here. Look who's here. You don't even know who's here because they didn't say on camera. And every time I look up so that I can see them better, I look like, as I said, I look like I'm doing Ariel. A whole new world. We have from Dream the Heavy, Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul. How's everybody doing tonight?
I knew that was coming.
So stoked to be here.
And
thank you guys very
he's
much.
stoked. Paul has already had a baptism by fire with us because he came in and like we were redoing cameras and whatever, and he's just like, I'm cool, I'm chill. Don't worry about me. It's totally fine. And we have they were so early. So early they had to leave and come back just a minute before we started. From Bittersweet Revenge, we have Dennis and Tommy. Say hi, guys.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I say hi. They say hi. They say, what's up? Everything's good. I am very excited to have this panel because these are two of my favorite bands. And I know I say that a lot, but it's really true. Like these are two of my favorite bands. And you're going to be hearing them later if you don't already know them. I really feel like I'm doing a Time Life commercial with this headset. I feel like such a douchebag right now. Like, hi. Do you want to hear about a special offer? No. So you know what? This is just a whole shit show. Let's see who's here. We'll say a quick few hellos, and then we're going to start things off with some music, which will, as usual, save the day. Who is here? I can't see anything. Bobby Kane is here. Bobby is saying hi to everybody. This is very handy. Bobby's saying hi to Juz and Gio and Richie and Steven and Johan. Look at this. That was all from Bobby. Bobby's slick. Ryan from East 18 is here. Hello, my friends. Hey, it's Jim from RSB. We got a lot of people in the house. It's nice to see you too, Juz. Okay, let's do it. Let's play some music. We are going to start out with a Blind Shadow Vortex song. We have played them on the show before. You guys know how good they are. This is called Black Rot Beneath. Let's just play it. I'll talk about it later. Let's give the people some music while I get my fucking bearings, please.
I really enjoyed that song. At first, I'm like, man, this is pretty dreamy, and then it gets heavy, and then it's dreamy again. And I look at the album cover, and I was like, man, that perfectly explains it. Like it, the I don't know if that was the name of the album or the song. I missed it. I couldn't see it very well, but in Two Worlds, it makes perfect sense because it felt like two different songs blended together very well. I enjoyed it. The drums were awesome. The snare sounded badass. The double bass was kicking ass. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
All right, that's a good start.
I dug the hell out of that song. I feel like if I was a professional wrestler and my gimmick was some sort of demonic surfer, that would be like my walk-up music. It had a lot of like really, really like killer instrumentation. I tried to count and I couldn't. I think that's so like the time signature on it was pretty rad. And it had some like really good, like you said, dreamy aesthetics to it, but kind of kept like the underbelly of like a circle pit. It's like you're either just going to I don't know, smoke a bunch of weed and maybe get into a circle pit, which is I'm okay with that.
Right. And then break and then have a drink and then get back in the circle pit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If I wasn't so old and my ankles weren't shot, I'd probably join somebody in there. But I thought it was absolutely wonderful. I can see why it's one of your guys' favorites. Absolutely. And like you had mentioned, the drum sounded fantastic.
That snare,
I think, that snare was pumping, and it's nice to hear an instrumental project not go off the rails into just kind of focusing on one person. As you know, it just like it felt like a collective, like they all sat in a room and wrote this, as opposed to just like one mastermind kind of going from it all. Right. So I dug it. I thought it was killer, and the name's killer too.
Tom, what'd you think of the guitars? You're the guitar player.
I thought it was really cool. I thought they layered a lot of stuff. I thought it wasn't too bad. It was perfect. It kind of threw you for a loop. I really enjoyed it a lot. You could hear some lead parts going under. You know, I really enjoyed it a lot.
I listened to that shit at work.
Oh, yeah.
And I was surprised that it was instrumental too.
Right.
I was waiting for the vocals, and just
the keys kind of took over the singing part, and that's one of the things I really dig about metal instrumentals is it allows you to sing your own song. It doesn't give you the narrative. It just gives you a focus and something to kind of like pinpoint and really create your own story behind it. I think that's what instrumentals are intended to do. Whereas lyrics are to take you on a journey and kind of guide you, like reading a book or reading a novel. Whereas, instrumentals allow you to kind of form the creative process and within your own self and kind of, I don't know, come up with a demonic surfer in the WWE. So
you got to be a good musician. You got to be a good musician to pull it off, though. I mean, you
for sure
know what the hell they're doing.
Oh, for sure. There's definitely a technique.
Yeah, making songs are tough as it is, but now if you don't have that vocals to lean on and attract all the attention and tell your story that way, you got a lot of work to do.
You really do. You absolutely do. I agree wholeheartedly. That was a good point.
Yep.
It was really interesting. Yeah.
We don't have any instrumental stuff. Yeah. We make our vocalists do all the work.
We don't. Our vocalist is otherworldly. He's just an absolute performer, killer voice. He steals the attention, which allows us to kind of do little silly things when in live performance. But as far as instrumentals, I thought that was really killer. Those people did a hell of a job.
Let us play some. Let's see. How about some Ashlyn Green? Ashlyn Green, man oh man. This, you know what? I'm not going to tell you anything about her before I start playing it, and I want to see what you think, and then I'm going to tell you the story at the end. Okay? Does that sound fair?
Sounds good.
This is a song called Last Forever. This is a debut, okay? First song ever released. Ashlyn Green, Last Forever.
we can go at our own pace. 'Cause one's the rush if the two of us just trust what we have together. Something that will last forever.
Nice.
Okay.
That was smooth.
So
Steel guitar and
go ahead.
things happening at the same time, like a Telecaster harmonizing. That was really like that a lot.
Okay, lay it on me more. Tell me more. I'm not telling you the story yet.
So if that was her debut, then good on her. Like that,
Mhm.
that's impressive for a first
structure.
song.
Yeah.
I mean, it's exactly what, you know, country's not my normal bag. I don't listen to a lot of it. But
Same.
that's exactly what that's supposed to sound like. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure she nailed what she was looking for. Like that, you could hear that on any country station. You know what I
At
mean?
all,
Yeah.
right? That's right. Go ahead. Tell
Just-
me more.
Just absolutely velvet voice, delivery, breath,
Beautiful.
cadence to
Yeah.
it. Absolutely stunning. And I'll second the instrumentation and the production on it are top notch. Like, and for that being a debut and knowing how my debut sounded back a long time ago, it's remarkably beautiful. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
I
Are
wonder
you guys ready for the fucking drop? Are you ready?
Okay, sure.
She's 14.
That's unreasonable.
She's 14 years old.
I quit. I'm leaving.
That's pretty intense.
So I was on Facebook doing, I'm trying to think, the reviews for Playlisters new release, I think. New release Renegades. And I see a comment and it says, "Oh, hey, you know, I have a debut song out." Sorry, I'm hearing myself twice, so it's really like hard to talk. Honey, why am I hearing myself twice?
You're-
'Cause I'm talking like I'm drunk.
No more,
Did you hear me? I'm like, why am I hearing myself twice? I don't know why. All right, so I'm gonna do it like so. Well, now I'm not hearing anything at all. Okay, I can't hear anything, sweetheart. But anyway, all right, I'll hear me.
we hear you. Gotcha.
We hear you, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so I'm on Facebook and I'm reviewing it, and I mean, I'm doing the new Renegades. God, I can't fucking think today. I'm so sorry. But I'm reviewing for Playlisters and I see this comment pop up of, "Hey, I have a first debut song coming out and I would love to see what you think." So I'm like, okay, you know, as I do, I click the link and I'm like, okay, I'm listening. I'm like, exactly what you guys said. Just honey voice, stellar production, like beautiful slide. Just the lyrics are great. Like there's not a bad thing about the song, right? And I'm like, shit, this is really exactly same thing as a debut. Are you kidding? Holy crap. And then I go and I look and I was like, you are not 14. You are not 14. She's 14. She's 14 years old, and that's the very first thing she did.
Now, did she do all the like production behind it as well, or
I
do
think
we have the
she's got
information?
a team. She's got a team.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. But still, the voice and the lyrics, everything
I know.
was
And she
very,
doesn't
very well
sound
done.
14.
No.
When I was 14, I was like, "The sun'll come out tomorrow." You know, like I did not sound like no.
No.
So tremendous.
Absolutely.
Ashlyn Green, Last Forever, first song. Okay, it only came out just a couple weeks ago, and blown away by this kid. This is a kid to watch. Seriously, I've been talking to her and her mom on Instagram. They are just, you know, please go like, go follow, subscribe, do all the things. Just pay attention because this kid is, yeah. Okay. Hi, Steven. Steven says, Brolo's band, we should support her as much as we can. Coming from Steven, that's saying a lot. Freaky. Hi, Freaky. So she sounded totally pro. I know, right? Like 14.
Where is she from?
Hey, yeah, where is she?
I want to say South Carolina. I think she's from South Carolina. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure she's from South Carolina.
Southern girl. What about the last guys? Where were you guys from?
Let's see. I think they're North Carolina. I
Oh,
think. Carolinas are dominating on Boxing Guest tonight. I think Blind Shadow Vortex is Raleigh. I think.
Okay.
I don't remember where in South Carolina Ashland is from, but I'm 99% sure it's South Carolina. Honey, can you fact check me? Because I can't do anything on my phone to fact check myself. Yeah. But yeah, guys, seriously, can you believe it?
That's incredible.
I know.
Yeah. That's tremendous.
Yeah. I mean, what, baby? Upstate South Carolina. So there you go. I don't know where that is. I guess it's
They're out there.
Upstate. Yeah. That's upstate.
She's 13 and she plays drums. My daughter, she's here. She's good too. So she's been playing drums since she was 2. So she's been playing, for over 10 years. So I mean, the kids are out there. They're hidden. She's,
Savannah kills it.
Yes,
man. We got to do like a teen showcase. I don't know, something. Gio says upstate South Carolina is just south of southern North Carolina. Thanks, Gio. I appreciate the geography lesson. Pain in the ass. You know what? Just for that, Gio, you know what? I was feeling so bad for you that we didn't have Azul tonight. Now, guys, I don't know if you've watched the show before, but usually behind me to my left, there's this little blue ghost that's on our screen. We don't know where it comes from. It's not coming from behind the curtain. It's kind of not coming from before it. And when I put my hand out, it goes like my hand goes through it. It's creepy. And everybody loves him. So we've named him Azul. We've adopted him as one of our mascots along with my knee. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to have much kneevage ability tonight because I'm here on the camera. But Azul is not here because we're not in our studio. But Gregory, are we going to let everybody know? Gio was very concerned about Azul, that Azul would feel very left out. Well, Gio, are you here? Gio's here. Is he still here? Gio, honey, you don't have to worry about Azul because Azul heard about what was going on in our house and was like, fuck this, I'm out. And decided this would be the time for Azul to take a vacation. So we have a couple of shots of Azul that he sent us. To kind of gloat, I think, about what he's doing right now. So first he decided he was going to take his first dip in the ocean.
There's nothing. There's fucking nothing.
So there's Azul. Do you see him? Do you see him, Gio?
I do see him.
In the ocean somewhere. And then he decided he was going to catch some sun, chilling out, just on the beach. And then I believe this is the first time he has ever done this, but he's partaken of some adult beverages for Azul, which we're a little bit worried about because this is not something that he has ever done before. And he may have partaken of a few too many. Not exactly sure.
Nice.
That is. Yeah, so there we go. My screen is stuck, honey, so I can't see anything that's going on, but I'm going to trust you and your production values. There we go. So there we have it. Azul is fine, Gio. He's fine. Do you guys feel like maybe you're a little jealous of him now? See? There you go. Gio says that is bloody fantastic. Azul unliving his best life. Absolutely. Little shit. He just left us. He just fully bailed. He was like, fuck this, I'm out. And he's out on the beach. And here we are scrambling, holding phones and sweating. He isn't looking at the drink, says Bros.
Absolutely. Adult beverages and cuddle Tom here in a minute, so I'm not that jealous.
Okay, there you go. You're fine. See, Azul, you're not the only one. Azul's just trying to show off. Oh, hey, Dashing Skull Club. Good to see you. All right, let's keep this train moving, guys. I'm so sorry. This is like, we generally try to be so tight in our production and stuff. And I feel so bad for Blind Shadow Vortex. I'm sorry I didn't get to say anything about Black Rot Beneath. I'll talk to you later about it. Ashlyn, at least we kind of got our shit together by the time we played you. Let's move on. Very appropriately, this song is called Moving On. I think it's time to do exactly that. This is by Filthy Royalty. This is some alt rock, some angsty alt rock for your ear holes. And they want to talk about getting the fuck away from your past, escaping all of the shit that is behind you, and just moving through the pain and fighting through it to get to the next chapter of your life. So that sounds really good right about now. So let's put this on. Filthy Royalty, Moving On.
humble, step through the madness, wouldn't go back for $1,000,000. Look at my God, it ended a tragic, wipe up the dust and collect my love. Take one step at a time, my feet move towards the next level, never looking back in that rear view. I leave it behind to the devil. I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Oh yeah. Don't know where I'm going, I'm riddled with anger and fear. Now knowing who I can trust now, I gotta get the hell out of here. Nothing in my way to stop me, I'm keeping my head down. Ashes are now just ashes and I'm watching it all burn down. You just take one step and then you take another. You just take a little step, then you take another. You just take one step and then you take another. You just take a little step and then you take another. Woo! I'm moving on. Take one step at a time, my feet move towards the next level, never looking back in that rear view. I leave it behind to the devil. Moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I'm getting out, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out. I'm getting out of here. I'm moving on.
Woo!
Right on.
Man, all right. Moving on. Filthy Royalty. What did we think, men? Paul, what'd you think?
It definitely has like that killer 90s alt feel to it, so I can see where they're coming from with that. The name is killer too. Filthy Royalty is dope.
Isn't that great?
What I mean, the layering of vocals was killer. The lead in that was what I was resonating with pretty strongly with that. The tone was killer, just like well placed, tasteful lead. And for that song, it fits really well, and nice upbeat tempo to it as well. So it's definitely a head bopper for sure. Yeah, I dig
That's
it.
exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I totally agree. And yeah, guys, what'd you think? Dennis, Tommy, talk to me.
It reminded me of like some surf rock. I wanted to go catch some waves to it. You know what
Nice.
I mean? I don't know. It definitely had the 90s alternative stuff going on,
Mhm.
but I don't just that guitar tone. It reminded me a lot of like some surfy stuff, and I enjoy that a lot.
I hear that now that you say that. Yeah, that's a good point, man.
100%. That was the same. You guys
Ryan
didn't hear me, right?
Of being a guitarist, it was perfect. I agree with your earlier sentiment. I think perfectly placed. There was a blast beat behind it. It was
It was cool, man. It was cool.
yeah, it was cool. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way that they kept going back and forth, changing it up. You would settle into one groove and then they would move you over to another one and then back again, which was really cool. And I definitely got the surf punk kind of vibe from that. Also the 90s alt, like there was a lot going on in there. But I love the fact that we've played 3 songs now. None of them sound remotely like each other, right? Like nothing. They're completely different.
That's what keeps me coming back to this. You know,
The community,
yeah, the community, but also the diversity. I think there was a couple weeks ago, there was a hip hop song that was just absolutely smashing. There was an electronic song. There was like an electronic song that went along with a video that was incredible. I'm going to pronounce her name wrong. Fanscraft?
Fanscapt, yeah, Fanscapt.
That was just like violent and lovely. I greatly appreciated that as well. So it's the diversity and the catalog that you guys are displaying for everybody out here is really remarkable. And from my end of the camera to you guys, certainly appreciate this. This is it's definitely building a strong scene within everybody's genre, and that's pretty awesome. We need this.
Oh,
so
no, thank you so much. That's so sweet. We're one of a bunch of people who do this. So this, I put the whole thing down genuinely, truly, honestly, always to the community, because literally everyone's like, oh my God, you guys, you put together such a great show this week or whatever. And I'm like, all we do is we say, hi, we're going to do a show, send us some music. And this is what we get. Like, it's like going into a French bakery and being like, let me find something tasty to eat. Not a problem, right? So I really appreciate what you said, but like the community just kills it. And I mean, Elaine is in here. Elaine agrees with you, loves the diversity. Bobby Kane says this community is life. It absolutely is. I saw some other things, honey, pop up on the screen. If you could show me other business. I feel like I'm starting to get in my groove a little bit. I still can't hear myself, but that's okay. Dashing Skull Club says amazing community. Absolutely. You are a part of it. All of you. Scanner, hey, says very cool song. It is. Surfy for sure says freaky, great tune. Freaky. I mean, yeah, I love it because there's a little bit of something for everybody. But we're going to do a little something else for everybody now. I think we should play something from our esteemed panel. What do we think? Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Absolutely. So we're going to play, and I'm going to obviously turn this over and not do the describing. We're going to play a song called Better Days. Does anyone here know who that's by? Let me think. The Bittersweet Revenge. Yes, it is. Speaking of great band names. First of all, I want to ask you, where did that come from? Bittersweet Revenge, because it really is a great name.
It was song lyrics. It was one of our first songs that we wrote, and it was the hook for the song. But we were trying to come up with band names.
Okay.
It just kind of just shoot in there. I don't know. It wasn't a lot of thought put behind it. I personally,
make up a deep story right now on the spot. It was like, it was 1981.
Somebody when they ask what your band name is and you got all these damn syllables. I wish it was much easier.
You could just call it Bit Rev. That's all. Bit Rev. That's it.
Everybody loves it. And all the guys give me a hard time because I don't like it anymore. But
you really don't? You truly don't like it anymore because you think it's too long?
I do. I love it because what it is and what it's become, and we're the story behind it and stuff. But I wanted to name the band Kaiser Soze.
Okay, so obviously you're a Usual Suspects fan. Okay. And then like all of your promo would have just been like, he's gone. That would have been it. Oh my God.
You've seen the movie Usual Suspects, haven't you?
Oh,
yeah. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, yeah. I was just saying, like, if you've seen, that you must be Usual Suspects fan. Okay, I guess I won't ask you how you got the name from how the lyric came up, but that's okay. But tell me about Better Days. Tell everybody what they're in for, what they're going to hear, if they haven't already.
Unfortunately, Mikey isn't here, so like the lyrics behind Better Days, that was some stuff Mikey had going on. And
you hear those lyrics when he was like 16?
Oh, is that the song?
Yeah.
So this is a song. This is right. I was thinking
he had it like almost like poetry when he was younger.
It was something that he's held on to, and he's actually been writing this song since he was a kid and just evolving it. And we wrote the song instrumentally, and then laid it out for Mike, and he found a way to lay it in and make it work perfectly. So this is all Mikey. This is Mikey's coming up. This is his his baby.
You know, this
Aw.
it was the first thing that you and I wrote together.
Is it?
After Mark passed?
Yep.
So this is the first.
Wow.
one.
So yeah, I mean, this song does have.
Oh, there's a lot in this song. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's our first song is some stuff Mikey wrote since he's been a kid. So yeah, it's a special song.
It really is, guys. It's and I'm sorry if I'm talking over anyone. I still can't hear anything much, but let everyone feast on this. We could talk about it a little bit more when we come back. So Bittersweet Revenge, holding it down on the panel during this absolute shambles of a show. Better Days, and let's listen to it because you're gonna love it.
You take my sanity and break me down inside. I try to remind myself why I comply with everything that you have in mind. With the sense of clarity, no answers do I find. Never cared how much you meant to me. I could never have been so blind. And I'm just so sick of your face when you lie and say that you love me. And all this time I sat and waited for love like it to come back around. I'm so sick, so hard. Fuck this, it's over. Search for some closure. After all is said and done, no one seems to care if it's over. I slowly go colder and I pray for death to come. It was never just a simple thing. You blew me right from the start. I would have given you anything, but you wanted my broken heart. I'm just so sick of your face when you lie and say that you love me. All this time I sat and waited for love again to come back around. I'm so sick, I'm so hurt. Fuck this, it's over. Just take your time while we get our space, while I drift off in the better days. Just take your time while we get our space, while I drift off in the better days. Just take your time while we get our space, while I drift off in the better days.
Okay, I'm not even Paul. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to give you a chance to talk because I got to talk first. There's so much I have to say about this song. You guys, first of all, for anybody who hadn't already heard Bittersweet Revenge, now you understand why I said they're one of my favorite bands, because holy fucking shit. I mean, there's not a thing about that song that I don't love. First of all, that bass is just so fucking sexy. And I love when you can hear the bass all the way through. You know, like sometimes in the mix, you bury bass, you bury drums. It's all about the vocals. It's all about the guitar. And like everything is in such perfect balance. That vocal too, the timbre. I mean, that's dirty and it's raw and it's just full of every single fucking feeling that the lyrics are talking about. And I love that because you can have a great vocal or you can have great lyrics. And if they're not connecting, the song doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And like this, you believe every single word. Guitar just singing. It is, I mean, like, I don't know if you guys kept seeing, I don't know how much anybody could see or hear me, but like my stank face was on for that song. Drums, every single thing about it. And I love it. All right, Paul, now you can talk. Go ahead.
That's like Sonic swag. That is just that's absolutely, yeah. That's just that can increase that. Just listening to that increases one's libido.
You should see Greg right now. He's fully sprung. He's not even holding up the desk with nothing at this point. Seriously.
The riff is sick. Absolutely killer riff. Vocals laid in perfectly. Man, the drums are on top of it. Like you said, the bass. The one thing I picked out from it is right before the guitar solo, which was killer. There's like an underlying like little lead guitar that kind of comes into it. And that, man, it's those little things that excel a song so much. Your production is great. The artwork is great. You're in Cleveland. We're in Pittsburgh. We need to do this.
Yes.
We should definitely come up and do a show.
Flow Studios, they do an incredible job.
Yeah, our other guitar player, Jake, we got two guitars. He owns a recording studio called Signal Flow Studios in Cleveland. Yeah,
okay.
Anybody needs to do anything, that's where we do all our stuff at, all the production stuff. You know, there's some pretty big names coming out of that place. Tropidelic, lots of big rappers. So
yep. No, I know. I'm aware of Tropidelic. Yeah. Nice. That's cool, man.
I'm in the room next door to where we're at. You know, that's where they record. So you guys, anybody needs any stuff done? Sorry to turn this into a plug-in, but
no, literally, that is the point
that's
of the
what this
whole
is for, right?
show. If we can help extra people, please do that. 100%. Can we get a do we have a website that Greg can pop up on screen? Do you happen to know? I mean, we've got the BSR music one.
It's Signal Flow Studios, Instagram, Facebook. They have, I can't remember the exact handle. Is probably just whatever.
Okay.
Signal Flow Studios.
Signal Flow. Okay, guys, look them up. If you're anywhere near, you want your stuff to sound like that, that's where to go. But very nice, very kind, very sweet to talk about the production. It's also the music, because you could produce whatever the hell you want, but it doesn't always sound like that.
Yeah, we appreciate the kind words. We're reading the notes, we're reading the messages coming through, and it really means a lot, dude. I really appreciate that you guys love it. This is cool. This is such a good thing you guys going on here. It makes us very happy seeing you guys.
Signal Flow in Ohio.
Yeah, it's not hard to enjoy. You guys are writing killer hooks, and it with the lyrics, the delivery, as Christina was saying, the timbre of the voice, you're doing something cool, man. So kudos to you both, and to everybody in the band.
And I love it too, because it's funny. It's not dirty vocals, but it's not clean vocals either.
Right.
It's like both, which I love. And it makes it, you can't restrict that to a genre. You know what I mean? Like there are elements of so many different things going on in there, and it's just so tasty. There's so much ear candy. And like, really, guys, there's not a bad thing that Bittersweet Revenge has put out. So I'm putting out the call. If you don't already like, follow, subscribe. Again, we don't give a fuck about numbers. They don't mean shit. It is about the more people who know about a band or an artist, the more you're going to have a chance to get them heard. And then they get to hear the music and they fall in love with it like this. So you've got the info on the screen. It's all there. You're sure you guys can hear me, right? Because I can't hear myself at all.
Yeah, okay, we can hear you for sure. We followed you guys on Instagram. So I'm when I say let's link up, let's seriously link up.
Dude,
you guys have to. You have to.
Let's go. Dude, I would love to open up a Pittsburgh market. You know what I mean? We got Cleveland on lock. Like, you know, we won the Cleveland Music Awards last year for the best rock category. And we're in
Nice.
Deservedly so, absolutely.
Nice.
Can you?
nominated again this year. So like we do a lot of stuff in Cleveland. We play tons of shows, big shows. So I mean, you come out here, we can get you on something. We'll do some show swapping. We'll play out in Pittsburgh.
Vice versa, man. Let's do
Then
it.
you
Let's
gotta
do it for sure.
Pittsburgh, vice versa. That's right, you guys. It's going to be
Yep.
a very slow but eventual world domination, just city by city.
Aw.
That's
Yep.
all. That's all. No, really, seriously. If you guys end up collabing on anything, you better tag the shit. Actually, no, don't even tag the shit out of me. When it's done, email me. We'll premiere it. I would love the fuck out of that because we're gonna play some Dream the Heavy later too, obviously. But holy shit, guys! Bittersweet Revenge, Better Days, amazing.
It's killer.
All right, what else? What were people in the chat saying? Because I'm a little discombobulated.
Lots of cool stuff. We made somebody wet.
You made somebody wet. Wow. Okay.
Boys, that's what we did.
It was probably Geo. Oh, there's Geo. Geo says if we can't hear Vox, just type louder. Okay, thanks. Nice work, Bittersweet Revenge, says the Juz Show. Johan from Fanscap says killer. There you go. You love Johan. Johan loves you back. Killer ending, says Elaine. Elaine, if you guys don't know, is a singer and a drummer. So she knows where she speaks on two fronts there. Ryan from East 18 and Tartan Feathered would like to know, what effects are you guys using on your guitar?
We had some whammy pedal
Hmm.
pre-solo, and then the solo we used a little bit of reverb with delay on certain bends.
Okay, cool.
But basically, we just run pretty old school. I'm a Gibson guy, an old school Gibson guy, running straight through a Marshall. And DJ always kind of pokes fun at me because I'm kind of stuck in the Stone Age with like my technology.
He still wears wires on his headphones. He wears wired headphones and like plugs and
I get him
shit.
caught like close line on.
I'm right here with you, buddy. I'm right here with you. You see this wire? Like,
There you go.
Song we should
But I
have.
wires.
It's that's the way to go.
Keeping it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it raw. Don't try to overthink it. But yeah, most boss effects, we try to keep the pedal board pretty limited for the most part.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. What do they say, right? Tone is in the fingers, right? So, the less shit you use, the more cred you have on being able to say that. That's totally fine. Honey, did you want to say something?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
The voice of Greg.
No, I just want. I mean, that song was just amazing, just amazing. I mean, it rocks like so hard in every level. I don't have much more to say than that, but
So cute. But it's cute because Greg will say the same exact stuff to me when we're not on air. He'll be like, "This song, wait till you hear it. If you haven't heard it yet, it rocks really hard."
I can't wait for you guys to hear the new stuff we're working on. So, Mikey, that was the first EP that we did.
Wait.
That was probably the first song we ever did with Mikey. And he's grown so much
Yeah.
since then. Like he's a whole different animal now. Like
Fantastic.
That timber that you talk about, we call it Mikey's butter zone. So we'll kind of DJ will be coaching him in the booth, and they'll say, "Hey, hit the butter zone." And his butter zone now is on this new album is super buttery.
he's grown a lot. I can't wait. As soon as this next one's done, I'm gonna call you and be like, "Hey, I got something for you."
Thank you. I have been not harassing you exactly, but asking for a while. Ryan says the less than the better. He's meat and potatoes. And now we have butter. So that sounds delicious to me. Fantastic, guys. Really, Bittersweet Revenge. Go listen if you haven't already. Love them up. Seriously. Everybody we're playing. Everybody. Okay, let us move along. Should we do a premiere or should we wait a little bit? What do you think?
Premiere. Let's
Premiere, do it. Okay.
Premiere.
Guys, I have not heard this yet because it is a premiere. This is a song by Pyro Cookies, all one word, Pyro Cookies. I think you know how to spell cookies, and if you don't, your browser does. This song is called Lava Flows. Lava Flows. And basically, they just wanted to, put this out there as a premiere, which we're so honored about. I think you guys probably also know the sister band, Kathleen Turner Overdrive, which, again, one of my favorite band names of all time. Can we not just for a moment appreciate the deliciousness that is Kathleen Turner Overdrive as a band name? Just makes me happy literally every time I see it. So we're going to play this. This is coming out officially August 2nd. August 2nd. It's the 29th of July, people. We're playing it now. This is it. You're going to hear it first here. Pyro Cookies with Lava Flows.
You're a hot bitch, prying and sneak. Beauty's only high with your prestige. Eyes like hot coals, spark on your flow. Burn them up to ashes with a red glow. Your lava, your boy, your lava. Just love. You're an empress, dazzle impress. We are only pawns in your game of chess. What you don't like, punish and chide. Burn, destroy, demolish to a defied. Your lava, your boy, your lava. Just like poison your mind, spoil who you find. Catch your flies with honey before you grind. Kind of skin dip, entourage you keep. Burn, destroy, demolish, they on the ship. Your lava, your boy, your lava. Just like you, your lava, your boy, your lava. Just
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Stop it. That is a song. I'm sorry. Your children shouldn't be watching anyway. That is a song you grab somebody you want to just fuck all night, throw them against a wall, and just get to goddamn business because holy shit, that vocal is so fucking pushy. I love it. I love that. In there, they just, oh my God. Oh my God. The bass, the distortion. Guys, talk to me. What did we think? World debut, world premiere, Pyro Cookies, Lava Flows. What do we think? Talk to me.
Tell you what makes me moist is a badass riff through a single coil guitar pickup and vocals that grab you by the nutsack. That's all that. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
It was a lot of fun. It was just fun. I liked it. That shit's sweet. Keep that shit up. Whatever you're doing, just keep doing that.
Yeah, that was killer.
Right?
Yeah, just killer raw energy. I can't see me on here, but if you can hear me, that's all that really matters.
We can hear you. You're good. Yeah, I think you're frozen.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just raw. And I get the whole put someone up against the wall and tell them you like them a little.
Just confess that you want to, be their Valentine or whatever.
Yeah,
in their actual genitalia, you want to be.
Yeah.
An hour.
I want to go steady so hard.
Oh my God! You almost made me spit out my stuff all over the mic. Oh my God! No, seriously.
You're welcome.
So Johan says, Paul, you just put up a picture of yourself and went to the liquor store.
Oh, that's great.
No, really, I mean, again, Kathleen Turner Overdrive, fantastic. This is like somebody pissed off Kathleen Turner Overdrive and also
Word.
got super horny, and I love all of that. So, like, holy shit, guys, thank you so much for giving us that as a premiere. Pyro Cookies, it's out August 2nd. Do we have a link for that, my love? It's there. Greg is pointing to either his crotch or the bottom of the screen. There it is. Okay, or both.
Definitely the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. To be fair, your crotch is right at the bottom of the screen, and I don't know why you insist on doing that. He doesn't use a mouse. It's the weirdest thing. No, but like, I mean, really, that song is fucking awesome. Pyro Cookies, love them up. Kathleen Turner Overdrive, love them up too. Let's see what the crowd is saying. There must be a need for them to express their love for Lava Flows. Bobby Kane says, and I'm going to editorialize on this pronunciation. Damn. I think that's probably what Bobby is saying. And JLD, hello, Jay, saying dang. We got dang, we got damn. Do we have a darn? Johan says, very unique, awesome. Johan is awake again. The RSB, cool sound. Yeah, it is really cool. Fall of Abel, hello, Steven. Fall of Abel, guys. Fall of Abel, right there, you see on the screen, Fall of Abel. Just met through another group. Want you guys to give lots of love and support to Fall of Abel. Really good stuff. Just sort of got back into it too. That vocal is so aggressive. Yeah, aggressive is a great word. I said pushy, I think, but aggressive is a better word. Absolutely love the whole sound. Yeah, it's bad fucking ass, man. Mechanic A Mike says, yes, this is fucking great. Mechanic A is putting together a collab with Joe Boo. I am super excited for that to come out. Lost Cause Industry says super groovy. And Johan says it's ripping. It's ripping, people. Ripping. There was an abundance of exclamation points on that. Man, Pyro Cookies, Lava Flows, fan fucking tastic. 2 users are in the stream with audio only, it tells me. They're dropping like flies. I think Paul still looks like he's in a Renaissance painting.
Thank you.
Paul, yeah, you do. You look lovely right now. When I freeze, I'm like, but you actually look super elegant. You're just like,
I feel like I look like the
yeah, look at that. Look at that.
What's the painting of the old man that's like praying before his bread? There's like a famous painting of that. I feel like that's what I'm sending off right now.
Do you have bread?
I do not. I do not have any bread.
It's sort of vaguely related. No, I think what we need to do is put that back up on screen. Everyone screenshot it, and we're gonna meme the shit out of Paul. This is what I want. Gio, I know you're all over this. Be nice though. Only nice memes. Don't put any.
Be whatever you're gonna do. Be whatever you're gonna do. That's fine. That's fine. I'm flattered.
Paul wants it all. Paul just wants it all. It's because of that song. It just opens you up. It opens you up like a moist loaf of bread that you're praying in front of. We're heading in a weird direction. I'm going to stop myself talking. We're going to move along to a band. Well, actually, this is an artist, Aura Davis. Now, Aura, I believe, is on our new release, Renegades, our most recent. Not entirely sure. But this is a song called Lawless Land. Okay. Now, this is cool, guys. This song was written from the perspective of Aura's ex-boyfriend. Okay. Already intriguing, right? Is everybody still there? Because I can't hear anything now. You're here? Okay, great. So Aura said, all right, if my ex-boyfriend were going to write a song about me, what would he say?
It's interesting.
That's a bull. I am not fucking writing that song about any of my exes because I think CeeLo Green already did it, frankly. But so the idea here is this was written on an acoustic guitar and produced just like road trip soundtrack. This is road music. Road music. Gio says from the perspective of an ex. Sure, what could go wrong? Let's hear it. Aura Davis, Lawless Land.
And all the things you never say, never had to think for those sweet cliches. If it gets too loud, you just turn your head away. But in this house, I'm just a ghost. I count my footsteps as I go. Ooh.
Those vocals. Holy
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we still have Paul. Oh, there's Paul. Paul
Oh, yeah.
returns. Paul, you're back
Yeah,
from
I
the
have no
liquor
idea
store.
what's going on, but thank you for being patient with me.
Oh yeah. Well,
Welcome back to the
I
liquor
mean,
store.
you know what, Paul? I wasn't going to do this, but I have to chastise you because we have been the pinnacle of professional and technical excellence tonight, and I feel like you just kind of ruined it for us because we were top notch. Right, Greg and I especially, I would say, really,
Yeah.
especially at the start of the show. I feel like it was the best we've ever done. And look what you've done now. You've just, I mean,
Well-
you've just shat upon the whole thing. And poor Aura Davis. You just, you know, you're fine. You're totally fine. I'm just glad that you're back. By the way, I think I am mixing Aura up with Aida Heston, who is on our new release Renegades playlist. I have to double check that, but man, I mean, first of all, if I'm her ex and I'm writing a song from, you know, that perspective, I'm thinking, damn, I fucked up because Miss Aura Davis, what did we think, Paul? Were you able to hear it in wherever
I was able
you
to
were?
hear it.
Okay, you were not the upside down. That's good.
I'm up against the wall. Great. I mean, that song had more hooks than a Cinnabite, and if you get that reference, we're friends. It was it's just such well constructed songwriting.
Sorry, I'm out a little bit. It's pretty funny.
It's okay. It's she's got a killer voice, really smoky at times.
Yes.
And absolutely catchy. I couldn't tell it was bordering on the new country sort of vibe, but also had like a little bit more of the rock aesthetic towards the new country that's kind of going on as well. Just really, really well performed.
I mean, it was almost like if Avril Lavigne did some like vocal training and then decided to go country for a little while. It's a little vibe I was getting. All right, Dennis, Tommy, talk to me. What did we think? Aura Davis, Flawless Land.
Carrie Underwood. That's who she reminds me of. Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood. Okay, I could totally hear that.
That song where she carves her name into the side of his 4-wheel drive, and that girl's cute too. She's probably knocking them down at shows. She's probably getting all the shows she wants.
She's not 14, right?
Yes,
no, Jesus! Oh my God! Fuck! Now we're experiencing technical difficulties. I would fucking boot you right in the head. No, that is a grown ass woman right there. I mean,
nice.
I don't can't be that old, but she. Okay, men, behave. Sheathe your brain demons. Put them back where they go. Hands where I can see them. You guys are fucking horrible right now in the chat too. Thank you, Steven, for bringing class back. We had the ass part. We needed the claw. Steven says talented and has. Bring it back, my love. Talented and has the vision with the lyrics. That's right. Gio
Agreed.
says if Aura is looking for a new ex, she should give him a call. I don't want to be that show where we talk about, you know, as a woman performing and we're just talking about how she's gorgeous, absolutely, but
she's got a killer voice, and the songwriting was absolutely top notch.
That's exactly right. I mean, you know, go ahead.
Another guitar player that owns the studio is single, and
We're at the ultimate plug. Actually, that's
he's single.
Wow.
And he produces music. You know, they might be able to work something out.
There you go. At the very least, you can get some music out of it or a new song. Who knows? But I mean, man, I loved. It's funny, you know, we've had 2 country songs on so far tonight, and very different, right? You know, like with Ashlyn, the 14-year-old about whom we're only talking about the music. You know, she has that kind of Patsy Cline, you know, that kind of Leanne Rimes kind of voice. It's very different vibe here from Aura Davis, and I love that there's so many strong female singers, you know, right now that we can showcase. But I mean, that song is just and I love that idea of if my ex were going to write a song about me, what would he say? Like that's a tremendous right? Like what an interesting perspective take
about the song. wonder what he thinks about that song.
It's a good. She should write a song next
About what?
about what he would say about the song that she wrote if he wrote a song about her. That's what I want. Aura, call me. I'm going to be doing your lyricism from now on. That's you can have that idea for free, honey. That's
This is
totally
like
fine. But there you go. We want to know what your ex-boyfriend thought. Let's see. RSB Bet said this one was more of a rock song with steel guitar. Okay. Jim is going to quibble about the country a little bit. I if it sounds remotely country to me, I'm calling it country, but I know there's a lot of like, I'm learning now. Corey Michael Harris and the Midwatch Music, Ronnie, are curating our country crew playlist. By the way, guys, again, I don't usually listen to all that much country music outside of like the playlists and the artists that I know, but damn good stuff on there. Ashland's on there too. And like, there's so much different kinds of country. You know, it's like people say country. It's like rock. It's like any other genre. There are all these subgenres or whatever. And so I can't even begin to speak intelligently about where we would put that. But I actually think she's from the UK. I might be wrong about that, but I think that she is. I'll have to look that up later. So Aura Davis, Lawless Land, auradavis.com. Well, there you go. Greg's already got it. So go check her out, because even just for that songwriting perspective alone, I think that's worth being intrigued by.
It's very clever.
It's crazy because she sounds. I mean, that sounds like American music to me.
It feels natural.
Does. I might be wrong, honey. Can you fact check me on that? I know she at least recorded in the UK. I think she was recording in London. Again, this is what especially when I'm ishkabibble like I am tonight, because we're all out of our element here. This is my memory of things, and it could be completely wrong. And or if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Greg will fact check me on that. But I think she's. Can't hear you. You're not on mic. We were doing so.
There we
well.
go.
There we go.
I think she's from the UK.
Well, so do I. But can we find out? She's a wizard too, but I would like to fact check that.
Me too.
While traversing countless cities, Davis flew back and forth to London, diligently working on her full-length debut album.
Okay, so we don't know if she's from London.
Not sure exactly.
She was in the UK at some point.
At some point.
There you go.
Wherever she's from, that was an incredibly written
terrific.
song, a clever
Exactly.
premise, and again, like I think the video fits really well. There's always a risk of doing a video to a song because you don't want to push your own narrative of what you feel, as opposed to what somebody else could feel through that. But I felt like that resonated really well. And excellent job, Laura. Excellent job.
Look at that. Paul, you came back from the Renaissance with such wise words. You learned something while you were there. I appreciate
it. When you journey through the plague, you pick up a few clever things.
Yeah, don't we know it? Wait, I'm hearing something else in the background. Dennis, Tommy, did you guys say something?
Yeah, we're going to write our next song from Paul's Beard's perspective.
It's going to be called Was This My Lunch or My Dinner from Last Night?
If you could title it I'm Always Touching Nipples, would be fantastic.
That was a Jane Oliver song, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Always touching nipples. Yeah, great. Okay, thank you for getting that reference too, because now I feel old. Okay, we're gonna play somebody we have been trying to get to for weeks now, and we're gonna make sure we get to her. I want to play her now. Honey, you know who I'm talking about. We're going to play the Juz Show. Okay? Juz, are you still in the chat or did you leave? Because that would be awkward and embarrassing, but we're still going to play it anyway. This is a song called The Way You Are. This was post super messy breakup. So again, we have an ex perspective here, but I don't think it's the other one. This was a very messy, very emotionally abusive relationship. So not a good one. And the song covers the things that happened and basically how Juz lived through it, managed it, handled it. So this is only on Reverb Nation. You cannot find it anywhere else, but it's going to come out on the new album. She's got an album called Within the Vision coming out. I'm not sure when exactly, but so let us play. Is Juz still here? Yeah, there she is. Okay. If there's anything else you want to say about it, Juz, type it in the chat and we'll play it. It happened 5 months ago. There you go. So this is still pretty fresh. So the Juz Show, The Way You Are.
change. You think how you want, you make others believe the same. You get a rush out of bringing others down, so you can feel amazing. Say, I am controlling, and I am moody, and I'm a financial drain. Implied that I'm a working girl, all because things don't go your way. You're in love with yourself, and you want all your supply. You can cover yourself as much as you want. 'Cause everybody knows the cycle happens again. One day you lose everything for being the way that you are. You know what you just did, deliberately discarded me before I let you go. You get a rush, thinking you are in control. You're killed by the backfire. Say, I am controlling, and I am moody, and I'm a financial drain. Implied that I'm a working girl, all because things don't go your way. You're in love with yourself, and you want all your supply. You can cover yourself as much as you want. 'Cause everybody knows the cycle happens again. One day you lose everything for being the way that you are. I know that you're watching, keep talking your bullshit. I will laugh as I watch you fall. I know that you're watching, get you where I want you. I will laugh as I watch you fall. I know that you're watching, keep talking your bullshit. I will laugh as I watch you fall. I know that you're watching, get you where I want you. I'll laugh as I watch you fall. I know that you're watching, keep talking your bullshit. I will laugh as I watch you fall. I know that you're watching, got you where I want you. I'll laugh as I watch you fall. You're in love with yourself, and you want all your supply. You can cover yourself as much as you want. 'Cause everybody knows the cycle happens again. One day you lose everything for being the way that you are. For being the way that you are. For being the way that you are.
Okay. So before I
Yeah.
even say anything about the music, for anybody who can relate to those lyrics, which whoever left first, you got out, you escaped. I don't care if, like, technically they left and what, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so proud of you for writing that. I'm proud of you for surviving it. Proud of you for embracing the angry from that, because I really believe that anger is the part of you that is warning you that you're being mistreated. If you're legitimately angry about something, and I hear every bit of that in there, and it is it's authentic. I believed you. I know you lived that. And I mean, so lyrically all over that. I love the rawness and the unadorned choice of the vocals. And what I mean by that is like it's like you're singing to us, but you're talking to us too. And it's really telling a story. And I love that about it because it makes it so much more immediate and visceral, you know? Man, I cannot be the only person who heard Nine Inch Nails in that song.
Said that. I just told him that.
Oh, did you? I mean, right? Like that synth and that kick and that, like and then like the last third, you know, like where you just kept repeating, you know, I'll laugh as I watch you fall, like that refrain over and over again. The song just like it turned into something else there. I loved it. Guys, what did you think? Tell me what you thought about the Just Show, the way you are. Sorry.
Well, you already took what I was going to say about it.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'll hold on. I'll rewind it. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
The music's dope. The electronic, old school style electro stuff. Trent Reznor, dude, that shit's sweet. Everybody likes that shit. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Everybody can relate to those lyrics. You know, you've been in a shitty relationship, had shitty friends, had shitty past, whether it's, you know, family or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you can definitely relate to that on a deep level. So
totally.
It's brave, real brave lyrics.
Yeah, and a killer groove. Paul.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Talk to me, my Paul. Tell me.
I most certainly will. First of all, Just Show, I commend you on being vulnerable and allowing yourself to put yourself out. That takes more courage than anybody who's writing a sleaze rock song. Anybody can sing about debauchery. It takes a creative person. It takes a person who is willing to sacrifice their personal comfort.
That's exactly the word I
put it on the song. Put it in the music, and then listen to it and say, I feel like I need to share this. And when you share this, there's always the apprehension and the fear that no one's going to get it. Everyone's going to think these sorts of things. But to step up, to release it, and to put it out, that's braver than 90% of the people who are just writing music just because they feel like it. That takes a true creative light within you in order to express that. As far as the production, it's killer. I grew up listening to KMFDM Ministry, listening to Frontline Assembly. I seen those all put out there. The synths were very well developed. The kick was there. But the thing that really stood out to me and the thing that resonates within myself is that takes gumption. Mm-hmm. And I commend you. It was
she said
a great song.
5 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, like there are things I'm not over from like 5 years ago, you know, and to be, and that's the thing. I mean, and I love, and it's one of the reasons that I was so excited you were all going to come on this panel, because I knew that you were going to get stuff like that from the music too. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's just, it's such a complicated emotional set to express. You know, you're sad and you're hurt and you're angry and you're broken and you're fighting and you're, you know, it's just, it's the messiest possible spot that you could begin from. And to be able to put something like that together, and as you guys said, to share it, because that's the whole fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Steven from Carlos Band and I talk about this all the time. I talk about it with a lot of people, but like the whole point is just the connection, the emotion, the music, you know, how you can help people with your music, heal people with your music, make them feel less alone with your music. And like, there are a lot of people who are going to see and hear this and hear it in other places, just who are going to, that's going to help them. So thank you. And I'm so glad you're fucking away from that piece of shit. fuck you, dude. I don't know, or whoever you are, dude, person, whatever. Fuck you, shitty person. We hate you because you fucked with our jizz and we don't like you. So go the hell away. We need Crimson
Like,
Asphalt on here. Fuck you.
How many times have you heard a song yourself and you felt saved? You felt like heard.
Oh,
without, even though you're listening to something, you felt heard. And I think the toughest people I know will admit to weeping at a few songs, because if you can't allow yourself to be healed
Absolutely.
or to be communicated with that, then please don't write any music.
That's right.
Like we need that connection, because that is what, once again, with the community and everything, that's what brings us all in together. I could ramble on about these sorts of things. So Jews, killer job.
No, really, absolutely. And you're exactly right. Like that, people have this mistaken idea that strong means you don't show your emotions. I think that's the weakest thing. It is the
dude,
easiest.
Tupac even said, even gangsters cry. You know?
There you go. And if
Yeah.
Tupac said it, I mean, who among us has not quoted Tupac at least once or twice? So let's see what everyone is saying. Mike McCaddick wants to kick him in the nuts if he gets a chance. I think knowing Gio's probably ready to put on some boots with some tips and go right there with you, Mike. What were other people saying, honey? I was so busy. Everything is frozen on one screen, so I keep looking up. Johan loved the repetitive industrial stuff. Absolutely. Industrial. Burlow's band says respect for that song, my friend. Okay, Justin, Plains Desperate Symphony, heard 9 Inch Nails, KMFDM, Frontline Assembly, newer Gary Newman, all good stuff. There you go. Just says 9 Inch Nails is one of her influences. So there you go. And she was so pissed off. I don't blame you. Fuck that guy. Seriously. All right. The Just Show. Just has been having some weird stuff going on with followers and stuff. So I would love to, if you don't already, or if you used to, check and make sure that you're still connected with her on social media, because there's some shenanigans going on with her account and we got to make sure she's built back up. Okay. So let's see. Music makes Gio leak. He can't deny it. I'm not going to ask where from, Gio. I'll DM you about that later. I think, how about some Ridge Banks and Nikki Evans? I think we should do that. I think we should play some Ridge Banks and Nikki Evans, Lovin' All Over You. This is an anthem. They're trying to capture the early stages of love, the early stages of romance, and being swept up in the whirlwind. And this is going to be a duet, and let's listen to it. I don't want to say too much. We'll just let you guys hear it. So here we go. Lovin' All Over You.
Took your pictures off my wall, avoided all your calls. I wasn't missing you at all. Swore that's the last time that I'd fall. So I thought I'd be alright when you stopped by the other night. Why did you have to look so nice underneath the front porch light? I fell into your arms and I melted, my heart beating so fast, you felt it. Just when I thought I'm all over loving you, I'm loving all over you.
When you sigh that little sigh and your body's close to mine, my shaking hands can't hide the love I feel inside. Fell into my arms and I melted, heart beating so fast, yeah, I felt it. Just when I thought I'm all over loving you, I'm loving all over you. When you hold me, yeah, I'm loving all over you.
Nice.
I feel like that song is like I've never wanted to take like a relaxant of any kind, even though I'm like fundamentally a very anxious person, and I just feel so relaxed right now. Like if that's what Xanax or whatever is like, maybe I should start taking it. And I don't mean like tiring or whatever. I just mean like I feel so content and happy and relaxed after listening to that. Like what a beautiful. It almost sounded like like the Kenny Rogers and
I'm gonna
Crystal
say
Gale.
I'm gonna say Olivia Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John, right? Like it sounds like a lost duet track from the 70s or something in like the best possible way. Guys, what did you think? Ridgebanks and Nikki Evans.
String section was tremendous. And
Yeah.
super soothing call and answer between the male and female voice. It was, I really enjoyed that. It gave me some Texas vibes.
It was like a cuddle session on Xanax.
There you go. It's very chill, right?
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
It's amazing when two distinct voices can come together and complement one another so well. I agree. It is definitely something that is going to allow you to kind of, I don't know, maybe text your partner because you miss them a little, or kind of reach out to that unrequited love kind of vibe. I was getting a lot of that duet, those classic duet vibes from it, and man, that was great. I really appreciate a well written, and I don't use this word in a derogatory term, a well written, simple song.
Yeah.
Something just like glass, just smooth like glass, And then
simple's not a bad word.
Not at all.
People think it is, but simple doesn't mean easy, first of all. And like, as I've said 100 times before, when you only have a few things going, they all have to be top notch because you can't hide anywhere. You can't sneak, bum notes or bad blends of timbre or, just subpar instrumentation or whatever. It's all front and center. And I mean, I wanted to hold off on this too because I didn't want to bias anybody. But I mean, so Ridge is like a Nashville guy, singer songwriter, obviously very accomplished in that whole realm. And Nikki Evans was a finalist or a semifinalist, I think, on the X Factor, and is like a West End leading lady. So these are chops here, which is very obvious. But you know what? Even if none of those credentials were there, wouldn't matter. This is just beautiful, and I love that they sang it earnestly. There was an authenticity to the whole thing that reminded me of like what I love most about and people are gonna shit on it, whatever. But John Denver. Whatever you want to say about John Denver. John Denver's stuff was beautiful.
I love John Denver. Love John Denver.
I knew I was going to get you on mic just by mentioning John Denver, but like any song was one of the first things we talked about. But no, I mean, it just so beautiful, and of its own time. If somebody did say that was from the 70s, I would believe it. If somebody told me it came out last week, I would believe it, and I love when music transcends time like that. That's so great. So guys, really, man. Okay, Bobby says he loves Bob Denver. Bob Denver. Freaky says John Denver is metal as fuck. Okay. I think he was known for being okay. JLD says John Denver is so great. So there you go. Bob Denver, John Denver metal, and JLD is gonna just, it's like, too hot, too cold, just right. Okie dokie. Guys, I think it's time. We only got one more person on the panel at John Denver and the Muppets. That was the fucking shit. That was awesome. I think it's time to dream the heavy. There you go. I think it is. And there you go is a good thing to say because that's the title of the song. Paul.
Nice.
Paul, see? That's why they pay me the no bucks. That's right. That's exactly right. So talk to us about There You Go.
Ooh. It was our first single. We just put out our first album back in April, titled Into the Unknown. It was our first single we released prior to putting that album out. And I think this song is probably the most genre fluid of what we have. All of our songs really resonate in different
Yes.
places and influences. But this one has it all. I mean, it has a lot of different movements, different textures. We are absolutely proud of it and thrilled that you're playing it.
You should be proud of it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Dream the Heavy, again, been listening for a couple months now and just like consistently impressed. Guys, listen, there you go. Here it is. Dream the Heavy. Get your shit ready. Bye, Steven. We love you.
And if you don't look at me, I tell you.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your vocalist reminds me if there was a blend between Jack White and what's his name from U2? What's his name? Bono.
Bono.
It is such a cool, unique voice. And then, you know what? During the hook too, there's like that lead lick going, and he's singing that as well. It's beautiful. It was fucking dope.
Yeah, that shit was cool. I enjoyed it.
Thank you very much.
It gets more distorted and chuggier, and dude, I enjoyed it. It just like the first guys. You went to a place. For one, I didn't expect that at all from you, Paul. I've been sitting here talking to you.
What did you expect?
I was like,
what is that?
Zither or something.
I don't know what I expected, but it was
Not that. Not that.
All right. I'm happy to defy expectations. Absolutely.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all. So it was completely left field, and it was way different than I imagined it was going to be. But it was fucking cool. I enjoyed it.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Much love. Thank you.
And then the hook, just him doing the oohs on the hook, dude, that's fucking sweet. Like, just
he
Shout out the band quick. Yeah, shout out everybody.
Sure. TK is TK the Monk is easily one of my favorite front people of all time. He's equal parts Mercury, Bowie, Prince, Ian Ashbury. He's got some he gives off a lot of different vibes and is probably the sweetest and one of the most intellectually and spiritually knowledgeable people I've ever met in my life. And we all come together from different aspects of it. I come from a very post-punk, industrial, metal, funk, hip hop background. Other members of the band are very, metalcore, but gospel. Others are very 70s prog and also 90s alt. We have TK, who does all his things, and Matthias, who actually is our guitar player. It writes a lot of our hooks, and that came out of nowhere. We don't even know where it came from. And that's one of the coolest things. The band is easily it to get together, and I'm gonna paraphrase TK, to get all five of us in a room and to become one hive mind between five different creative people is insane, and you have to harness that. And I'm sure within your bands and within your projects, you feel the same way. It's only going to happen once, so you might as well take it and run with it and see how far you can get with it. There you go is a prime example. I mean, when I hear it, I try not to lay out bands when I describe other people's music, but it's ours, so I'm going to do it. I hear a lot of James Brown. I hear a lot of the Melvins. I hear a lot of, in that particular song, the keys have this beautiful arrangement to it. And shout out to our producer, Bent Alexander, who is a phenomenal guitar player in his own right with his band Action Camp and St. Dude here in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I love this band. There's sometimes you can say whatever you want. I'll ramble. Please.
No, it's not rambling. No, I mean, so, okay, this was the first song of yours that I heard. And I think we've played it on the show before. I'm pretty sure. A while. I think not too long after, because that was what, mid-April you guys released?
Mid-April. We released it, but the video just, the video just came out.
But, and I was like, okay, who is this? Because, first of all, that vocal is killer. And if you're not sitting there by the second time you've heard it going, yeah, if you're not singing along with that, you better check your pulse, because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you, right? Then you've got that bass just digging in the whole time, and just the tribal drums and the way that it changes, and the, when you think it's over, and then it builds back up and it builds back up. And I could not begin to describe. And it's why when you said genre fluid at the beginning, I was smiling and nodding so hard, because you cannot call this anything. You could call it everything or nothing, but you can't be like, oh, this is this song. You know, this is a prog song, or this is a rock song, or this is that. You can't do it. You can't do it because it's all of a bunch of little things, and then it's entirely of itself. So I mean, again, you know, like Paul said, all the songs are like that, you know, that there's no identity that, you know, if you're listening to Eyes of a Killer or Beautiful or like or Candy, the new one. That's what, like 2
so you did listen to the record.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
I did. Jesus, no, but I mean, like, but they're not. You're not. You cannot go. It's like I say, if you've heard a Dream the Heavy song, you've heard a Dream the Heavy song, and I love bands like that. I also love bands where they do their thing and they do it. And they do it beautifully, but this band, both of these bands, Bittersweet Revenge, Dream the Heavy, that's why when they lined up to come on the show together, I was like, yes, because it's like so. I'm so impressed by I mean the whole community, obviously, but you guys are just, both of your bands are just. There's just so, like, I feel so much when I listen. Like, Freaky says public notes, she listens to everything. These guys, it's so funny. Like, we'll be in the middle of a conversation. I'm like, I have to go review something, and they're like, I'll be right back. And they're like 4 hours later, they're like, hello, where are you? But that's the best part of this whole thing, right? Is just getting to listen to the music. But like, I love when a band surprises me, and you both do that, both your bands, in different ways, you know. And I just I'm so honored that you guys came on and to hear how specifically and thoughtfully and carefully you guys are listening to everybody else's music. That's the best of the community right there. That's the whole thing for me. I love when people do that. Burlow's band does that. You know, Joe Boo does that. Freaky Things does that. Like, you know, Tim EWL in his own way, in his own madman way, does that. You know, like, I love that. I love, because it's, nobody listens to music like musicians, you know. And there's the meme of the guy in the back with his arms crossed or whatever in the corner, just like giving everybody hives because he's just staring and not whatever. But like, but the beautiful part of the musician listening to the musician is that you hear all the stuff and you know how fucking hard it is to get things to sound like you wanted them to in your head, and be the way that they do when they come out. And so guys, I know you know Dream the Heavy. I know you know Bittersweet Revenge. I know vaguely what their, you know, like range is with people or reaches with people. It's not enough. We have to do better. Really, seriously, like you've heard it with both of them. And really everybody, we're going to, you know, list out everybody before we finish up, if my phone battery doesn't die, which it's really close to doing, but I think I can make it. But no, seriously, I love that song. I mean, I love a lot of them, all of them, really. I can't even say that, some I even more than others, but like this one, always, there's something about it that I come back to, and I'm just, it's been on my personal playlist since April.
Wow. Thank you.
You know, I told you that. And I just, he's plugging in my phone. Thank you, honey. But I swear, this is why I call him Alexo, because I'll say a thing and he's just like, oh, you need a charging cable? Here it is. Thank you, baby. No, really, you know, so I just, yeah, I've said a lot of things, but if it isn't clear, I love both of these bands. So please support them, because you see how much they support you guys too. So let us keep rolling. I will shut my big fucking mouth. I'm sure the chat loved it. Freaky says, Greg, plug it in later, Freaky, after the show. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Let's do Plymouth Sound. What do you think? Should we do Plymouth Sound? Do people know Plymouth Sound? Do they love Plymouth Sound? If you don't, Voyagers will get you to. Okay. This is a collab between a band in the UK, Plymouth, which, you know, and the USA. It is a multi-country effort. Gio says that's how Greg hides the wires. He runs them through the fourth dimension. Yeah, Azul is feeding them through too. That's the other way. So Plymouth Sound, Voyagers. I want you guys to hear this, because I don't know how many people in the community know of them, but you should. So let's do it. Let's play it.
of time and space. We left our home so long ago. We are travelers who seek a place. We were born to go. In the empty void, there's no day or night. We give it up to control. Space children in full flight, heading for the unknown. Traveling so many years, we seek a place of our own. Through the dangers and frozen tears, we'll find a home of our own. Through the galaxies beyond the stars, we'll see the wonders as we travel far. We are visitors in outer space. The galaxies we roam.
Okay, raise your hand if you were going to say any or all of the following. David Bowie, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Anyone? Anyone? Holy crap. Man, guys, what did you think? Plymouth Sound Voyagers. I was going to say Plymouth Voyager, but that was a car.
Before bed and listen to that. That was cool and trippy. I love that music video. It was really in the best way. They probably get it all the time, but like you said, Bowie and Floyd vibes all day.
I'm brand new to smoking weed. Just putting that out there. I just started smoking weed.
I am not.
Just now. No, Paul keeps it all in his beard. That's where he grows it.
I have a dispensary in my face.
Yeah,
I dug it. I thought that song was killer. And yes, it definitely harkens back to like the Bowie Floyd stuff. I actually got, and maybe it's just me kind of being picky about it or trying to find another thing, Edwin McCain, who does have a lot of Bowie tendencies, but he also is a killer guitar player. He was the frontman for, I think, Orange Juice, a post-punk band. But I dig it. And certainly some Bowie nods here and there. The visuals were killer. You have a knack on this show and particularly for our other shows as well of picking out artists that know how to come across with their vision in the production. And I think that is really evident in this. The simple like telephone effect vocal that he had to kind of bridge everything. Those are the things that I love. You know, on the other side, I love things that are kind of overproduced because you get to hear things later on. It reinvents the song over and over.
Yeah, little again. Easter eggs. I know exactly what you mean. No, and that's really well said. And I mean, this album, okay. Plymouth Sound, Space and Time. Is it Space and Time? I want to say February, March, maybe this came out. And the album is, I mean, if you enjoyed this, which I know everybody did, go listen to the whole thing because, is it Space and Time, honey? Are you looking? Are you busy? Sorry.
Hold on.
I don't know if I can do it because I think if I do it, my camera goes away. But in any case, you can look up Plymouth Sound, you know, and I anything that is immersive like that. I'm echoing in your mic, sweetheart. Anything that's immersive like that, or just spacey like that, and it really it belongs entirely to itself. I love stuff like that, you know, because I have to close my eyes and listen with that. I know there's a whole video. I'll have to go back and watch it, but like I just want to sit and sink into that, you know, and Bowie does that to me, and Floyd does that to me, and you know, Led Zeppelin, all that, everybody we reference, but I love that, you know, again, I know everybody always gets annoyed at me, but like deflecting credit, but like we can't, I mean, there's so much amazing music to choose from. And like, it is the artists absolutely that do exactly what you said, where it's like, you know, Ambrose from Anger Overdose, you know, pour out a 40, poor Ambrose, and his account, still love Anger Overdose and Rob, all of them, Dom. Mel and Chris, but you know, said when we did the Anger Overdose Fox and Guest, you know, it's like, what's your least favorite thing about being a musician? And he said, you know, getting the thing that's in here out here. And I love when people can not only do that, but do that on a level of specificity, like what you were just talking about, Paul, you know, that idea of like all those little things where you go back, like that little guitar riff underneath, you know, that's being echoed by the vocals, you know, as we said before. And for this song, you know, like just those little bits in there where you go back and you go, oh, because it adds to the whole experience of the song, but you might not be consciously registering all of the things that are in there making that happen. And so I love simple stuff where you hear it and you hear the acoustic and you hear the vocal and you hear maybe some strings and you've got it and that's all that's in there. And then you just experience that. But this stuff too, where you can go back and go, oh, fuck, I didn't even realize that was over here. Love that all. This community is nuts. Yeah. It's nuts.
And I was gonna say, like, so Gio mentioned the movie Heavy Metal, and I could see that really evident in that song and the video. Very, very similar.
Did you look it up? Is it Space and Time?
What, the album?
Yes. Bailey.
I saw a song called Space and Time. I don't know if it was an album.
The album. All right. In any case, but yeah. So really, Plymouth Sound. That song is Voyagers. I think the chat probably was saying a lot of what we were saying, but I can't ask you to look things up and put that up on the screen. I have to give a little shout to my husband tonight because this guy likes to have everything nailed down. Our studio is usually locked up. Like everything is where it needs to be. You would not believe what his office looks like right now. Shit is taped up to the wall. I mean, like really, like it's all over the walls. Like he's over here. It is a holy fucking mess in here. Thank you for getting this together where we've managed to have a remotely like viable show. That is all you, my sweetheart. Are you going to pumpkin or do you guys need to go anytime soon? Can we go like maybe another 20 minutes? Cause I feel like we sort of fucked up the first 20 minutes of the show. Are we good? Can you guys stay?
We can do
I'm
our
good.
best. I got the wife and the kid upstairs. I'm sure they're getting antsy to go home.
Okay. You let me know if anybody needs to drop off. Paul, are you okay for a while?
I'm good.
Okay, so we'll play a couple more. Let's do you know what? Let's do Fall of Abel. I don't know if he's still here, but I mentioned him earlier, and I really would like people to hear this one. This is a song called Devil in the Day. We really just connected, I'm gonna say like last week. Just reaching out and connecting with some musicians who aren't already in the community. And I was so impressed by this. Really, truly. It's a song about day terrors and night terrors. Now, my little one used to have night terrors, and it is one of the scariest fucking things to watch. So I can only imagine having them. It's also about grief and anxiety. He recently lost his dad, so he's processing some of that in there. And I think I'm excited about this artist and bringing him into the community because not like I'm bringing, I'm saying the fact that he's coming into the community and that we've met, because I think he has a lot to say. And I think you guys are really going to like this. So it's Fall of Abel, Abel. He was in the chat earlier, but he's probably sleeping by now. It's called Devil in the Day.
Crushing all the small
I love
That was
laughing.
cool.
I want you guys to talk first on this one because I want him to hear what you guys have to say because he's already heard what I think. So go for it. Tell me what you think.
I was mesmerized by the drums. It has I don't know if anybody's really familiar with the drummer Abe Cunningham, but it has like that like antithesis of what you normally would feel from the drums. So instead of just the snare hitting on that 2, it gives it just like this like
it
really
threw me for a
off-putting-
loop. It
It's
threw me for a
killer.
loop. Yeah.
It's killer, and the vocals are. I mean, yeah, I could listen to that song again. And that's one of those songs. If you listen to it again, you're going to pick up other things. Yeah, but those drums really resonated with me.
It's
really
hard.
heavily.
It's hard not to focus on them, especially the first time that you listen. Well, okay. I want to make sure that Dennis and Tommy get to say stuff too before I say anything. But guys, what'd you think? Fall of Abel, Devil in the Day.
That riff is super, super good.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part about it. It was a really great song, but that guitar riff really stuck out a lot. The drums, I'm the drummer.
Yeah.
You probably know.
Yeah.
So usually I'm listening to the drums, but
you got stuck on the guitar. Oh, look at that.
That riff had me.
You stole my thunder.
I was going to say you look peeved.
Yep. Great song, though. It reminded me of the Strokes. Yeah.
Yes.
It has that vibe, and the underlining, the background vocals that were kind of like a little bit more of a sped up cadence to it, was really artistic and really well thought, and
now,
placed excellently.
Yeah. So he's taken a long break. Okay. And it's just, as I said earlier, coming back to it. I think this is the second song that he's got out, and he's only up, I think, YouTube, maybe either SoundCloud or Bandcamp right now. I'm not entirely sure. I know other platforms are coming. I want to say the other song is Narcissus, I think. Might not be right about that either. But there's the YouTube Fall of Abel. But just, to be away for so long and to be coming back and to be writing about what he's writing about. This is not low-hanging fruit, and it's not light and easy, to be processing grief, losing your father. And he had said at one point that he had written a song specifically for his father, a different one, and it was too close and he can't even listen to it at this point. So he wanted one that was kind of a replacement that he could, and that was this one. So if this is the replacement that he could listen to, I can only imagine, if and when he's ready to release the other. But I would really love to ask the community to support Rally Around Fall of Abel. Brand new, again, like just sort of joined band together, hooked in with us. It might not even be fully a week ago. Really nice guy. And I anytime somebody especially is coming back after a long time away and they're finding their footing, the more we know, the more support you get, the more feedback about how good it is and how much you should keep going. Want to keep him squarely going in the direction that he's going in, because I think it's tremendous. I think this song is tremendous. And go ahead, baby.
I was just saying, and I hear a lot of Tears for Fears in that. Just like the kind of the depth of the voice of his voice and the rhythms, and the kind of the ethereal quality to it. I'm a big Tears for Fears fan. I love that. I love that tune.
Compliment coming from Greg. Yeah, I just again, anything that will come out of the gate with drums that are going to knock you up. Where I love stuff where it almost sounds like, wait, is this not synced up? And then like it takes you a second because your ear isn't smart enough yet to process it, and then you get what's going on. It's like, holy shit. So the first time he sent me his link and I listened to this probably 4 times in a row. And every time I listened to it, I focused on something else. First, it was the drums, then it was the guitar, then it was the vocal, then it was the lyrics. Again, Fall of Abel, Devil in the Day. Please, guys, just, I know it's YouTube, it's not Facebook. That's fine. We can follow on any platform. And you can find him there elsewhere if you get to his YouTube first. So, okay. Dennis and Tommy, you guys okay? You need to drop. Be honest.
We hear some rumbling upstairs. So his daughter's running up up there.
100%. The family comes first. You guys have been great and patient. Thank you, Paul. If you could stay, we could play a couple more before we go. I just want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Nice meeting you guys.
And thank you guys for carrying the entire show for the first 15 minutes. The three of you, we appreciate it. While we were doing our Laurel and Hardy over here. But really, thank you guys. No. You're totally fine. Believe me, thank your kids and your spouses, because this is a lot of patience. I understand. But really, guys, Bittersweet Revenge. Go listen, go love, do all the things. Bye, guys. Drive safe.
It was nice to meet you guys a lot, Paul. We'll get together. We'll talk.
Christina, yes, I want that collab.
Hit us up. We want this. We want this. And if you guys are available August 16th, we're playing Brothers. Hit us up on Instagram. We'll for sure. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Right on, y'all.
Appreciate you guys.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Be well. Love it.
They must tend to the human adults and children upstairs. It is a moral imperative. So, Paul, it's us. We're doing it. Yeah, he's on Facebook, Johan, definitely, but the music is not yet like as linkable. But yes, you're exactly right. That's where I found him. So, 8 likes, 57 followers on Facebook. We're not going to do that. I have a post planned for him too, of the little Vox signal going up. So, okay, honey, you're good. Okay, no pumpkin for you. I appreciate that. All right, I want to knock out a couple really. Well, you can only go as quickly as the song, but let's play Goths on the Beach. This is, as I recall, maybe 3 minutes of just absolute in your face. You're going to love the fuck out of this. This is called Deep Sinker. I Hardly Know Her by Goths on the Beach. Just do it. Nothing's going to top that title.
Come on and drum me like your French girls.
Marcastella.
Whiskey soda.
Southern Black.
What's a Caesar?
It's like a Bloody Mary, but actually they use clam juice in it.
Sounds fucking disgusting.
It's not disgusting, it's from Canada, and it's really, really healthy. It's got omega-3s and electrolytes, and you can put in celery and pizza. I'm not at the pub with my mates, and it's fucking manic. Smashed as the iceberg from Titanic. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Tonight at the pub with my mates, and it's fucking manic. Smashed as the iceberg from Titanic. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Bougie man at the bar, and he came here to flaunt. Into his cards, just get whatever you want.
Cheers, mate. 52 bottles of Jaeger, fucking 7 bottles of wine.
20 minutes later, and your piss is a card. Headed to the bathroom, gonna tear it apart.
Get out of the way, mate. Tactical chunder.
Sounds good. Puke and rally, ready?
Much better. Sword me.
I'm never drinking again.
I'm not at the pub with my mates, and it's fucking manic. Smashed as the iceberg from Titanic. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Tonight at the pub with my mates, and it's fucking manic. Smashed as the iceberg from Titanic. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls. Come on and drum me like your French girls.
Woo!
Right.
Nice.
Honestly, I get, and I'm probably fucking high as a kite, but I kind of wish I were at this point, even though I have no idea what that would even be like. But I get Nirvana vibes from that. Like,
I can hear it.
Do you, right? Like in the
I can hear it.
weirdest way, especially in that, like the fill right before the chorus. You know, the after the hello, they go dugga, 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 dugga. I get that. I mean the Titanic stuff. I love how fucking weird that song is every day of the week. Like I love just the sheer what the fuckery of it. Talk to me, Paul. What did you make of that?
Bands and songs like that, like Goss on the Beach, are probably Dream the Heavy's favorite bands to go see live.
Okay.
Something in that vibe where we're so within ourselves and doing it to where we almost sometimes forget that music is supposed to just be music as well. But that's got that's got them all. You know, you can drink to it, you can fight to it, you can fuck to it. You can do you know, you can do all of it. You could do all of that to it, and that's rock and roll. That is what it is intended to do. That is the bare bones component of it. I love the humor about it. It was giving me Butthole Surfers. It was giving me Vandals. I had some of there was a band from Seattle called Butt Trumpet that kind of has like that kind of thing to it as well. There's a band in Pittsburgh. There's a band in Pittsburgh called God Hates Unicorns, who's one of our dearest friends. I think that those two together on a stage would absolutely melt everything. So yeah, I'm a fan. I'm an absolute fan.
I mean, it is, honey. I'm sure you have something to say about this. Go ahead. I know you too.
I loved it. It's fantastic. It's just so weird. It's just so weird, but it's catchy. Yeah. It's fun, and you can dance to it. I mean, I loved it. It's very well done. Yeah. It's great.
No, that's something I want to see live because I know that that's a spectacle. That isn't a performance. That isn't theater. Maybe it's some sort of theater. Yeah.
No, I mean they've got, this is a double album. So they it's surf and rock, too goth, too surfluous, I think. Which is great. Even in the title, it's hilarious. And I mean, the sense of humor on this band, I mean, and you know, it's funny because everybody loves Weird Al. Everybody promotes sense of humor and a brain, loves Weird Al. And the reason everybody loves Weird Al is because he's funny as fuck, but he's also a really good musician. Because you can't, and it's why the South Park stuff.
He has to be. He has to be to cover everything like that. He's got to be phenomenal.
But you cannot make parody funny if you're not talented. And in the same way as this, like you can, you know, it's like First Aid Spray, you know, Spock, like, you know, these bands that have so much of a sense of humor, but they know what the fuck they're doing. You know, and that combination is great. It's dangerous in the best way because you just get whatever the fuck they give you and you're going to like it and ask for more. Okay. Mike says, Mechanic A, people are dying for some fun music. Yeah, that's an interesting way to put it, but yes. What else did they say, my love? JLD wants to hear the EDM remix of that in the club. All right, go talk to him. Go do it. Richie says, got some Sonic Youth vibes. Hi, Richie.
I was going to say, definitely some Kim Gordon in there for sure.
Yep. RSB says it was cool, which it was. Just could remix it. All right, you and JLD got to do it. Johan likes it. Weird is best. That's exactly right. And it was a bobber. Freaky is sold. And Bobby danced all the way through that. I thought it was just some Michael Jackson that would get you to do that, Bobby. We're all listening to Bobby's Don't Pray For Me, right? And watching the incredible video. We're all doing that. I hope we're all doing that. If we're not doing that, we should be doing that. Not literally right now because you're here, but after you're here, go do that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Gots on the Beach. Deep Sinker. I hardly know her, I think. Okay. We'll do a couple more. You all right there, honey? Okay. He's like, I have to make up for the first 20 minutes. I must. Oh my God. There's so much stuff I want to play. How about a Megan Lynette? I don't know if it's Lynette or Lynette. This is a song called Broken. This one is, again, another intense one. Struggling and being broken and finding hope and healing and finding love and persevering through about years, 3, 4, 5 years of just really traumatic experience. And she's come through it and wants to share that with us. And I want to share it with you guys. So let us listen to the beautiful vocals of Megan Lynette with Broken. I mean,
Right on.
yeah, you know, it's funny because you know, we play so many genres on this show, as you know, most shows do. And you know, I'm always struck by, you know, when people outside of the community, and I'm sure some people in the community, I've just been fortunate enough not to run into them, I guess, you know, hear a certain kind of genre, you know, metal, right? Oh, they're all Satan worshipers and they're all like, you know, eating puppies and kicking babies around or whatever, like, you know, and like this is a contemporary Christian song. And I didn't lead with that because there are people who are going to hear those words and go, next, you know, for whatever reason, either it's not, you know, their belief system, or because they think that all contemporary Christian music is like, you know, the equivalent of mom jeans and there's nothing good about it or whatever. Like, you know, I've heard all this different stuff. And I love when an artist just comes out like this and just fucking blows all of that apart with sheer talent and, you know, honest lyricism. And this is one of those moments, Paul, where the stuff that we've been talking about all night, about those little nuances that just make it, that little synth in the back, when that comes in,
and the
voice,
just I love that,
and the harmonies.
Yeah,
and she just,
and her voice is beautiful, just beautiful.
It's gorgeous, and I love those just airtight harmonies that were going on there with the two voices. I love that little synth pop in the back there when, you know, it's like Peter Gabriel does that so beautifully, where you'll be listening to something like you know, he has a song, I think it, you know, Come Talk to Me or whatever, and then like you'll be listening and all of a sudden there's just this one high oboe in the background and you hear it, or it's like a synth or something, and that one note just brings the whole thing together. I get that with this, you know, I get that feeling. And I just, I think she's just spectacular. I love her voice. I love how interesting the song is. I love all the rhythms. I love the space in there that lets you breathe with it and sit with it. Talk to me. Tell me what you thought. Megan Lynette, Broken.
I'm happy you didn't lead with it in the way of that. I have to challenge myself sometimes to step away from my own belief system and listen to something that is outside of my comfort zone as well.
Yeah.
At one point, I stopped watching the video just so I can kind of hear everything.
Yes.
And
sometimes you get caught up. I closed my eyes too. I didn't see any of it.
Took me. No, honestly, it took me out of me watching somebody who has a devout, strong belief system and into somebody, once again, the word of the night for me has been vulnerable. Somebody who's willing to put themselves out there and put your faith out there in a way that is going to be criticized, that is going, and let's face it, every one of us musicians is criticizing everyone else, because sometimes that's a little bit easier for us to feel better about ourselves. So in order to counterpart that, you really have to take your own mindset and your own belief structure, set that aside and listen to it. And as I did that, I heard the nuances of her voice. I heard what the message she was saying. It wasn't directly related to what her beliefs are. It felt like it was sincere.
Yeah.
And it's that sincerity that you resonate with as an artist, not necessarily the belief system.
And it gives you different things to hook into and to connect over, you know, and like I would love to hear her sing with Indigo Sky, with Lorraine. Would love to hear that. I'd love to hear those voices together. I would love to see what, you know, Nate from Bond of Iniquity or I Am Marshall or Sintel Gospel, you know, would do with someone like this, you know, where it's, again, people who are, look, you know, and I mean, this show loves everybody, right? So as long as you're not a dick and you're not like hurting other people, we're all about you. So, I mean, you know, I appreciate what you said, you know, that if people can just approach something for what it is, rather than laying over all of this other stuff on top of it, there's always something to connect to. And I think you're exactly right. The vulnerability in the lyrics, you know, of the experience that she describes, you know, albeit obliquely, it doesn't really matter what the experience is, but you know that she went through something that broke her. And she found a way out of it. And we all need that, right? We all need a way out of the dark, whatever that is.
True, and the lyric of "You gave up your throne" can be interpreted a million different ways. And if you take yourself away from it being a CCM song, uh, it's remarkably well produced, remarkably sang. The lyrics hit you on a level that is human,
Beautiful.
and that's what's
Yeah.
important. You got to hit that human element,
Yeah.
regardless of what everything else is too. I love hearing her voice. I'd love to hear more
That's
electronic
it
based
right now,
music.
believe it or
Yeah,
not. For her,
yeah.
that's it. She's got the one thing out as far as I know. I feel like
That's
it's a
it.
couple of years old too. So I mean, we need
Okay.
to get more from you, Megan Lynette, because that is just gorgeous. So
Yeah.
again, Broken, please look her up. She's got a link tree. I'm sure Greg. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. I mean, bye, Mike. I saw your phone was dying. Mine is better now since Greg plugged me in. But yeah, I mean, really, like it's just that's a really well done song. And again, just an absolutely beautiful vocal. So, all right, it is 10:35 here. You want to do one more, honey? Can you do one more? Okay, so we're going to have to wrap it up. Before we do that, though, I want to just run through quickly to make sure everybody hears. So we started with Blind Shadow Vortex, guys. I'm so sorry again that the show was a complete goat rodeo at that point, but I feel like, Bittersweet Revenge and Dream the Heavy here was holding it down for you guys.
That song was incredible. That, like I said, if I was a professional wrestler and my gimmick was a demon surfer, I'd want that. And instrumentation wise, those guys are phenomenal. Just really well done.
Top notch. We had Ashlyn Green, the 14-year-old prodigy, little Patsy Cline, would last forever. We played Moving On, Filthy Royalty. I think that was where the show kind of started to come together a little bit. We, of course, featured Bittersweet Revenge with Better Days. Absolute banger. And There You Go by Dream the Heavy, another fucking absolute banger. We premiered Lava Flows, Pyro Cookies, which is always makes me think now of Crimson Asphalt and shit cookies. Not that they're shit, it's just the cookies thing. We played Lawless Land by Ora Davis. That was the one written from the ex-boyfriend perspective. We played Devil in the Day, Fall of Abel. I know I'm not getting these in the right order. We did The Just Show, The Way You Are. We played Lovin' All Over You. That was Ridgebanks and Nikki Evans. We did Plymouth Sound and Voyagers. And we did Goths on the Beach. It's Deep Sinker. I Hardly Know Her. And just Megan Lynette now with Broken. Am I missing anybody, honey? I might be. I don't think so. I'm not sure.
I don't think so. No.
Anyways, I think that was everybody.
I don't think so.
Okay. So we're going to end up, we're going to finish the show with a Sinful Way song, another one of my favorite bands. Love this band. This is a song called You Said Our Love Would Never Die. Wait, did we play this last week? Baby, I think we might have played this. I think we might have played this last week. This is the Burzon.
Yeah.
Burzon thing. Sorry, Sinful Way. We already played you. We can't play you again.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's totally fine. Because I was like, all right, I think that would be a good one to end on. But then I'm like, no, wait, we already played it. So let's see. Paul, I will leave it up to you. We can end on something that is either a instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
We can end on something that is kind of like a 50s rocker. We can end on something that is it's longer, but another instrumental. Or we could end on, let's say, like a funky kind of MIDI sort of style song. I will leave it up to you.
Ooh.
No. What have I done?
Let's go with the funky MIDI kind of thing. I think that's I'm into that. Yeah.
That would be a song called New Venus by Vunic 2. They are Canadians, which is a very good thing. They rock from Quebec, Montreal, and they've been around for like 4 or 5 years now, I think. I think the community knows Vunic too. So I'm just gonna, rather than babble, I'm gonna play it before Greg falls asleep. But again, this is New Venus by Vunic 2. I'm
was
in
insane.
green tights. I am rescuing the princess, and she's in another fucking castle. I am like battling the little ghosties you have to jump over because they turn around and get you. I am every level of Super Mario Brothers with that game, and I with that song, and I love it. And I just that song just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. Can I just thank you for sticking around? What did you think of Nick 2 and New Venus?
There growing up, and this is going to show my age. There was a video game called Bad Dudes, and it was two guys that it was like a scrolling fighting game, and I feel like that is like the complete soundtrack to that. If Temu had a Rambo video game in the early '80s, I think that's the soundtrack for it.
If that's not a soundbite for Vunic 2 for their next album, I don't know what is. That's perfect.
So I'm gonna say when I was in college, my roommates and I, we all had Amiga computers. So of course they called us the three Amigas, right? But like
drowning in pussy. They were just it was unreal.
So we would collect this music and we would play this stuff all the time. So on the Amigas. But yeah, that takes me right back to college.
Ladies, he's actually really quite gifted romantically. Just don't ignore the whole Amigas thing. Trust me, I'm doing fine over here. It's part of the
those computers were way ahead of their time.
And on that note, I mean, really, but no, seriously, again, I mean, I'm thinking of the range of stuff tonight that this community gave us, right? We had country, we had that, just MIDI, funky, just like absolute.
It's called chiptunes.
Chiptunes, right? Exactly. We had, just so many things. We had just sheer rock. We had alt. We had, everything. And I just, this community blows us away every single week, like every week, you guys. I mean, I think it's easy to get flipped about what happens in this community because people are wanting to help. And that seems to put a lot of power in the hands of the helpers. That's all crap, right? We're megaphones. That's the way I have always described us. That is the way I will always describe us. Yes, we're musicians, but we rarely talk about our own music because you guys are just better. And, it is the power is in the hands of the musicians. And by power, I don't mean like, control, whatever. I just mean like you guys, it is about making the music that you need to make, expressing yourself for who you are, and then trusting that those of us who hear you will help you get into the right hands. Always be in control of that for yourself. Don't, it's not about us. It's not about any show. It's not about any project, playlist, like whatever. It's about just, you guys in the music. And I love that we have just, I mean, for every song we played tonight, there was a song I wanted to get to that we didn't. And that happens every single week. And, we're always so sorry that we can't get to everybody, but this community is fucking amazing, musically, interpersonally. You guys are great. And, this is why like we can't sit here and be like, oh, we're so wonderful. Cause we're literally we're megaphoning you guys. We're ampliphoning you guys, and ampliphoning. That's not a word. It should be though. Amplifying. I'm so tired right now. It is now ampliphoning. I love it. But
ampliphoning.
I gotta tell you, you, Dennis and Tommy too, you were a fabulous guest. I really hope you're gonna come back.
You.
But, no, first of all, I would love to be able to actually enjoy the first 20 minutes of the show and be here with you, helping to actually host it rather than running around again, as I said, with Laurel and Hardy. And again, my sincere apologies to Blind Shadow Vortex and Ashlyn Green. I'm sorry we didn't settle in until we got to Filthy Royalty, but your music spoke for itself, so didn't need.
It really did. It absolutely did. And I think the community and everyone here knows the plight that you both are going through, and I don't think you need to apologize.
Well, but
if you feel like you need to do it, go for it. But
because I never ever want to. I don't ever want to let people down, you know, and
You
it's like,
don't.
I'm a very thank you, but very responsible for the community in that sense. And so I just, you know, I didn't have my full attention. I wasn't able to listen to it. I wasn't even able to respond to it. So I'll write to the guys tomorrow and talk to them again about it. But no, really, I just thank you to everybody who watched. Thanks for staying late, Paul. And honey, thank you for staying up again. Big ups to Greg, because this show,
Absolutely, Greg.
Literally, we got to like the middle of song 2, and I was like, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. And he's like, he just ran around here. Still don't even know how the fuck. I don't know what I'm talking to or broadcasting from. I don't know if I'm coming through my phone or the mic or the iPad up here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yes.
So he made it work, and this is great. And thank you to everybody who watched. It was so great to see some new faces. And I think we're going to be live again next week. Am I allowed to say, can I say the thing I was asking you about the other night?
I don't remember.
Do you remember the thing that you weren't sure about whether I should say?
I don't remember.
About next week's show?
I don't remember, honestly. I'm so
All right.
tired.
We may or may not have a special themed show.
Okay.
Next week. Do you know what I'm talking about now?
No.
Oh my fucking God. Right. I'll talk to you about it later, but we may or may not have a special theme show next week, but we are going to have a live, right? Because we have no way to, we've got package plus coming. They're coming.
They're coming, but it's just taking a while.
Video, that interview out and their song and everything, and deep apologies to Jamie and the guys, but with the studio gone, which is just no way to edit. So we will be live next week. We will hopefully have our shit fucking together now that we've done this once. I think we'll get there. Hopefully we'll even be in there. So thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you, Paul, for being here. Guys, Dream the Heavy. Go listen. Stream Dream the Heavy. Stream the Heavy, Dream the Heavy. Do all the things.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Absolutely.
You got to come back.
I would love to come back. And anybody in Pittsburgh, we were nominated for Album of the Year for Pittsburgh. We would love to have you there. Just go to Pittsburgh City Paper, vote for us. That'd be fantastic. Bittersweet Revenge. I'll see you on August 16th. I really hope you can make it through. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. And yes, I would love to be back on. I know everybody in my band wants to be on this show, but I think I get first crack.
Yeah, you got to squeeze everybody in one box and then we're good. All right, guys, that's it. That's another boxing guest in the books. My hand is so tired. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You didn't even let me wave.